Hey guys, so this is Julian from Team Premium, and the deck profile I'm going to give you today is Soulless, OTT. Alright, so let's get started. So the grade 3 lineups, 4 Scarlet Witch Cocos, 1 Battle Sister Souffle, and 1 Apollon. The grade 2 lineup, 4 Silent Toms, 2 Brackies. So I'll explain what he will do and what he can do in this deck later on. And Oracle Guardian Wiseman, 3 of them, and 2 of Battle Sister Class C. Then the grade 1 lineups, 3 Chocolates, 1 Luckbird, 1 Battle Sister Cocoa, 2 Battle Sister Cocoas, 2 Emerald Witch Lalas, 4 Geminis, and 3 Circle Magus. As for the triggers, 4 heals, standard, 4 draw triggers, 4 Psychic Birds, and 4 Nikes. And this tech here I put in, 1 Battle Sister Eclair. What she can do is, what she is actually is my failsafe to search for the grade 3, because there's only 6 grade 3s in this deck, and the grade 3 that I really want to search out for this deck is Scarlet Witch Coco, which needs to be your Vanguard all the time. So basically she's my failsafe to search her out if I don't draw into Scarlet Witch Coco in my mulligan. And even if I do, she's a 10k shield, so that's pretty good as well. So why 6 grade 3s? It's because there's not much grade 3s or decent grade 3s that can be used as rear guards. Because Scarlet Witch Coco in this deck is really good, because with her ability drawing an extra 2 cards for just a mere 2 counterblast is really good. And also with the bonuses you can gain from having no soul. And Souffle and Apollon are only good pressure cards as rear guards, because Souffle can only hit up to 20, but it's okay, I guess. But it's really good against decks that have 10k Vanguards, but not as good as with 11k Vanguards. And with Apollon, he's good in general because as a rear guard, he's a good pressure card to force your opponent to guard, or he'll let you draw into more cards. So, why Bracky? The reason why I run Bracky over this guy is 2 reasons. 1, he can shuffle himself back in the deck, and he hits for more power, basically. Because with this guy, he can only hit up to 9, which is pretty shitty. And with Bracky, he can hit up to 14, basically. And that's really good, and forces your opponent to guard for 5 at least minimum. And when being boosted, maximum he can hit up to 22, which is a really, really high number, which this deck can actually lack sometimes. But yeah, also high speed Bracky is really good because, let's say if I wanted to check the top card and if it's not a trigger with either of these cards, so I can hope for Bracky to Soul Blast and shuffle him so I attack with Bracky first, Soul Blast, shuffle him back in the deck. Knowing that the top card that I checked wasn't a trigger, I'll shuffle and hopefully rechange the order of the deck and hopefully drive check into a trigger. So yeah, which is pretty good. Now, instead of Glacé, why don't I run Mocha? Well, yeah, Mocha, I can gain more. She can gain power easily if I have more cards, but sometimes having no soul rather than having more cards is more convenient, because Coco will always have no soul if I can get off Bracky, as well if I use other cards to Soul Blast, such as Luckbird. So with Glacé, she's really good, especially sometimes in those situations where I don't have a hand. So Mocha can be at 8, but she can be at 11. So I prefer this rather than Mocha. Now, the 3 Circle Magus and the 2 Cocoas, I use these certain number cards because I really like checking the top card of the deck, so it helps me feel reassured that if there's a trigger or not. And even if there isn't, let's say if I use her and there's no trigger on the top card, so I can always use Psychic Bird to Soul Charge and draw into that card, because perhaps I might need it later on. And you also have Luckbird to do that as well. The only time you only use Luckbird is if you have, let's say you ride Coco on top of another grade 3 or Coco herself, and you soul charge a Psychic Bird. That's the only time where you only use Luckbird, which is why I only run 1, preferably, rather than 2. So yeah. Other than that, well, the Toms are self-explanatory because easily these guys are so good. But the only problem is that they're 8K, so it's kind of hard to defend. And 2 Emerald Witches. Some people run 3 or even 4 sometimes. I only run 2 because the fact that you have to still drop a card just to draw another card. So really, the only cards I have to drop with Emerald Witches are these draw triggers, or maybe a grade 3 one of the grade 3s that I don't need. So yeah. So really, Emerald Witch Lala isn't that great, I would say, but she's still good as a 7K booster as well, with Tom hitting for 15, and with Soulless Coco she can hit for 20, so it's still pretty good. But yeah, other than that, this is my deck profile. This is what I play for now until the trial decks come out, and I'm gonna put in Sakuya's and yeah, put up the other bit. So so updates. So the recent video that we had with the video that was cut off, if you guys were watching the team tournament, I think it was Kagero that won that tournament. I think, or was it Lox? I'm not sure. Well, I don't know. But yeah, sorry about that. We weren't able to redo the game and make the remake for you guys. But for sure that we'll have another team, a better revised team tournament, and with our updated deck list as well. So yeah. Oh, so stay tuned for more binders and possibly more deck profiles in the future. So yeah. So I hope you enjoy, subscribe, and thank you. Peace.